There's a couple things that I want to tell you guys before I get started on this video. There's bad news for me and you, I guess. The guy that was doing the 93 coupe, after he sprayed the clear and everything, it started fish-eyeing everywhere. So guess what? I'm shit out of luck right now. I'm gonna have to wait a week and a half on the car. So it's gonna be another week and a half for you guys to see that car. And he's had some problems, and you know, I guess we're gonna have to wait on it. Second thing I want to say is, you know, I've been getting a lot of questions on this channel. You know, I'm very surprised. You know, and hard to keep up on. So anybody who watches this video, if you guys can put all your questions down in the comments on this video, I will do a Q&A on the next video, if that's what you guys want. So if I get, you know, maybe 6 or more questions underneath this video, I'll do a Q&A on the next video. So that's what you guys, if that's what you guys want, that's what I'll do. So just post your questions down in the comments, and that's what I'll do in the next video. So I'm going to do a few parts that came off the 93. We're going to do some restoration on some of these parts. These are good parts. They just need to be cleaned up and repainted or whatever the case may be. So we're going to use the old sandblast cabinet today. This is how I restore parts. I know some of you guys don't have a blast cabinet. You know, I understand that. You're just going to have to do the old-fashioned fucking cleaning, scuffing, prepping, and doing it that way. So, but we're going to put the parts in the parts washer, and then we're going to dry everything off real good, and then we're going to blast them. And you want to clean the part real good after you blast it, and then you can paint it. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you guys, I got this part, it's the transmission mount, K-member mount, that's what I call it. Transmission bracket or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to do that part today. You know, we're going to clean it up and we're going to restore that and make it pretty. So let's get to it. All right, you guys, here's the transmission bracket or K-member. So this is what we need. So we're going to put it in the parts washer, we're going to clean it up, and then we're going to sandblast it, and then we're going to paint it. So this is the paint I'm using, is Duplicolor engine enamel. You know, I want to go with Ford blue on this. I think it'd be cool to have some blue underneath the car. So that's the paint I'm going to use. I'm not going to spray primer on it first. I'm just going to, since I'm sandblasting this part, I'm just going to go ahead and put straight color right on it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to slap it in here in the parts washer and get it done. Now, some people, they just don't really want to clean the parts before they put it in the sandblast cabinet. And you really should, you know, because all it's going to do is clog up your sand. You know, you're going to have to change the sand out more, you know, and your finish won't be as good either. So you really want to clean the part really good. You know, some people are just lazy, they just don't want to do shit right. So you just really want to clean it up real good, you know, because that makes your sand last longer, you know, and you get a better finish that way when you make sure you get as much dirt and grease off as possible. Yeah, the sandblast cabinet is going to get, it can take it all off. You know, I don't even have to do this shit, but you really want to clean the part. That's going to save the life of your sand, and you're going to have a better finish, like I said. I know I keep fucking repeating myself, but hey, when you get old, that's what happens. If you hear some noise outside, it's my kids playing ball, so basketball. So really, we're just going to clean it up, you know, get this heavy shit off of it. You know, it doesn't take but a few minutes to do it. So once I get this done, you want, after you use this chemical to clean this part, you really want to rinse it off really good before you put it in the blast cabinet. So that's another thing, you know. You don't want the chemical from here getting into the sand, you know, and you got to have the shit dry before you put it in there. So that's another thing. So I'm going to finish getting this done, and then we'll start blasting this. All right, so we got it washed. And now we're going to use compressed air on it. We're going to blow the shit out of this thing, dry it off. Really good with compressed air. I'm going to finish blowing this off and we'll get to sandblasting. Alright, we have her done. We're ready to sandblast. I dried the shit out of it real good, you guys. I did tape the rubber bushing part. You don't want to really hit that. It ain't going to hurt it, but you really don't want to hit it. So I'm going to tape it because I don't want to paint it. So, but it's ready to sandblast. So let's get on the old sandblaster. See if I can get a few shots for you guys. Alright, you guys, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. I got the part in, we're going to turn it on. So you can see we got her in there. So I'm going to try to hit it a little bit with one hand so you guys can see. We'll hit this a little bit, show you guys. It's going to be pretty. You see it hitting right there, taking the paint off. Taking it off. See it? Probably really can't see it. I'll show you guys where it's taking it off. Taking it off right here. You can see where it's taking it off. I think I might have to adjust my PSI a little bit on it. Let's adjust the PSI. See, I got it on at 40 PSI. We could turn it up a little bit. I really don't want to run it too high. So let's try that and see what it does. See what it looks like, boys. Hit that shit. Oh yeah, it's taking it off quicker now. Look at that. See, it's taking that paint right off there. The factory powder coat. But I don't know if I want to do that. I'm just wanting to scuff it up, clean it and scuff it. That's really what I want to do. I really don't want to strip it down. So let me get this done and I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright, you guys, we got her all sandblasted. As you can see, I didn't like strip the paint totally on this because it's not necessary. All I wanted to do was clean it up and knock all the rust off and you know, scuff it up with the blast media, which I'm using a bead. A bead blast is what I use. So, but yeah, we got her scuffed up. Got the rust off, knocked it off, and what we're going to do is we're going to go with this, I'm going to use this engine paint. I love this Ford blue paint. This is what I like to, I use this on my block, on my 306 block. So that's what I use, and I want to do the transmission cross member the same color. I think it'd be cool, so, because my transmission's like a Ford gray, and then my motor is a Ford blue and a Ford gray. So we're going to do this, and it's a little windy. We'll work through it, and we're just going to spray a light coat on it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get this coated, and then we'll get back to you with the finished product. Alright, we're rocking and rolling now, but I got 2 light coats on it so far. And then I'm going to do a 3rd coat and that's it. The 3rd coat I'm going to go a little heavier on. And that's about it on this, you guys. Let's check it out here. It's not looking too bad. Not looking bad. I know the sun's not great. But there it is, you guys. It's looking good. It's looking really, really good. So I'm going to put the 3rd coat on it, and then we'll see the finished product, see how we did on this transmission K-member. Alright, you guys, we're all done. The paint's all, you know, the paint's done, dried. We're good to go. So real quick, like, going through the steps. we ran it through the parts washer here, dried the hell out of it, right? Real good after we cleaned it. And then we ran it through the sandblast cabinet, got it, make sure we roughed it up, got all the rust off of it, and then we dried it, blowed it off, dried it real good, re-wiped it, and then blew it off again. And then we just hung it up. I hung it up on that ladder over there outside. So, and then we sprayed it. I taped the ends off, of course, so we wouldn't paint the rubber. So, but there it is, you guys. Check it out. All done, nice and pretty. Got all that dirt and grease and rust off of it. Looks good. So that's gonna go underneath the 93 coupe whenever I get the damn car, I guess. But we'll get it. It's coming. It's a-coming. But that's it, you guys. That's all I got for you today. I'm just showing you how I restore my, my automotive parts. So like I said, down below, you guys got questions, put them down in the comments on this video. And if I get enough questions, I'll make the next video, I'll make a Q&A video. So that's it, you guys. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the little project here with the transmission K member. And we'll see you on the next video.